bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Happy to be part of your Wednesday. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chois and Trent hanging out with you from the First United Bank studio. In about 15 minutes, Trent and I will go through these sayings of, if you say these things, you're old. See how many we latch on to.
Get off my lawn.
Lucas is getting up there. He might identify with one or two of these phrases. We'll find out. Right now we're scatter shooting a bit, talking a little bit of everything. The issues at TCU, the stuff going on with 5 for 5 and playing professionally or not. This one says, don't get me wrong, I want Atwell back, but with the shooters we have on the roster already, we'll be fine. Okay. I'm never going to decline your best shooter in school history, at least single season shooter. So basketball in its simplest form is who can put the ball in the hoop more than the other team.
Yep.
As simplified as it gets. So Donovan Atwell's really good at making shots and long shots that count for more. If you can have him, if there's any way to get him, I want him back on your roster, even with an embarrassment of riches at the guard positions. I'm sorry, Donovan Atwell is more of a sure thing to me than someone that's coming in from UNLV or elsewhere, or Hofstra. Not a knock at any of these guys, but we have seen where these transfers aren't 100% hit rate. Sometimes they're fantastic, like Atwell last year, but going into the season, people thought Tyree Bryan was probably going to be a better outside shooter than Atwell. And Bryan's one that didn't work out. So Gibbs, Lawhorn, and Cruz Davis and all these guys that you've brought in, I'm excited about, but I know what I'm getting with Donovan Atwell. So if you can get Donovan Atwell, I think Texas Tech will exhaust every opportunity and resource they can to try to get Donovan Atwell back, whatever that looks like. And it may just be as simple as they've made this rule, you can't do it, but there may be some gray area that you might be able to work with. We'll see.
Yeah, and we'll see how much Tech's willing to take another hit
PR-wise?
doing something like that in this situation. If it's just about Atwell and there's not a collective group or something like that.
You mentioned a couple of players for Indiana to me during the break. I don't know if they ever landed in NFL training camps. I know there are a few others that were in NFL training camps. That's where you get into, okay, I think I am more siding to – I want there to be a rule in place because I don't ever want an NFL player, a guy that's played in a real NFL game or NBA game, to come back and play college ball. I don't want that. But there is a difference to me in playing some preseason stuff versus not. I don't know.
Right. And what's the difference between playing here in the U.S. as opposed to playing overseas?
It's kind of like when we see video of something, it makes it so much worse. Right. Like we can hear about a domestic violence issue, but when we see video of it, it's so much worse. Yeah. Like the whole Ray Rice thing. When people talked about it, it wasn't that bad, and then when you see the video come out, oh, that's awful. I'm not trying to compare these situations, but I'm saying what I'm trying to compare to is these players that play in Europe, we don't see them.
Yeah, it's the little detachment.
So like, you tell me he's a pro? I've never seen him play ball. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's exactly right. Detachment. But if we've seen a guy, I saw him in Summer League. I saw him in the NBA. Totally different. Because the SEC drew their line in the sand with naming these leagues. But there are guys that are absolutely playing professionally. And some of these leagues are better than the G League out there.
Right.
I'm not saying those players necessarily are in these situations, but anyway, there's still a lot of gray area, even if they're trying to draw lines in the sand. This texter says, like it or not, I hate to say it, but Kiffin is kind of right on this. When all the Sorsby stuff came out, he would sidestep the question, which was essentially an understanding that if he would have chosen LSU, they would have done the same thing. He never said anything negative about Tech, the way Tech handled it, but knew he also couldn't come out and support it. Makes sense, yeah. This one says the WNBA and the AUSL, which is the softball league, players probably get the shortest end of the stick. Their respective leagues start pretty much right after their season ended, so they didn't get a choice to try and get the injunction without it truly being detrimental to their pro careers. A lot of them could have made more money in college. The only ones that will benefit will be the players not good enough to be a pro, but still can be on a hand on a college team. This is not a shot at him at all, but Darian Williams is the example of that.
Yeah,
the guy that knew
the tweeners.
Yeah, the guy that knows I'm not even going to the NBA right now, but I can go make money in college and take opportunity. So you get punished for being good enough to be almost a pro, almost an NBA guy. Right. That's what stinks. Is
and the punishment
for it.
The punishment is with the whole timing of it. If these guys had known that the 5 for 5 was going to be there, and now you give them the option of, hey, you can go to the apply for the NBA, knowing if you do this, you'll lose your eligibility, or you've got another year to come back. You can do all that. It's a whole different world for those guys. And so when you make that after the fact, and they're saying, wait a second, we didn't even get this choice, when all these players before us, because of COVID years and all these things, have gotten extra years. All the ones after us are getting it. What happened to us? Yep. And so, they're getting squeezed in a lot of different ways here.
This text: since leaving Tech, Sonny has just made himself more and more unlikable. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Another one says Sonny sounds like Dykes thinks the Fort Worth Star-Telegram is the TCU campus newspaper. Makes you wonder what Dykes is worried about coming out. Interesting. It's an interesting thought. I don't know. I just think Dykes likes to control things. If you watch, where I've lost a ton of respect is watching him on a sideline. Like, he absolutely acts like a childish moron towards officials. There's ragging on refs, and then there's what Sonny Dykes does. And it's just he and some others. Dana Holgerson's probably in that group. There's some that just cross a line. Listen, Snead, I'm defending officials right now. There's guys that cross a line.
Is it Dykes a TCU thing?
Yeah, Jamie Dixon does the same.
Yeah, Jamie Dixon is absolutely.
And Patterson before was pretty. Exactly. I mean, it's like, is it just the TCU culture thing here that we've got going on?
Know. If we're going to charge $90,000 a year to come to our school, we have to be pompous. Maybe that's it. I mean, he was at Cal before. There's some pretty bad, cancerous culture going on there.
Baseball coach
Schloss?
Yeah.
Before? Yeah, he had some going on. I don't look at Sarlos that way, but I don't think he has gotten tossed. Remember, he got tossed from an OSU game this year. Oh. And he had to walk. Their bus was all the way on the other side, like past the left field wall, so he walked super slow. He has his leather bag on.
That's just
a slow walk.
That's what's so funny about the college baseball. When they get tossed, they just go to the bus.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for them.
They don't have an extra clubhouse or anywhere. Not really a locker room. Yeah.
Hey, bus driver, can you move that bus up a little bit so I can see through here?
Peek over here. Give me a view of the video board at least.
I think Tadlock did that at New Mexico.
Yeah, he got in trouble
year
for it too.
Yeah.
He didn't leave quick enough. God. New Mexico. This one says, is there a more villainous trio of coaches for college football, men's basketball, and women's basketball than what LSU has? No. They have easily taken the cake. Will Wade, Lane Kiffin, and Kim Mulkey. It is
Yeah.
There's not a more villainous group out there.
They make us being the villain or embracing it minuscule to who they are. It's like they are the villains.
LSU has fully embraced it.
Yeah.
Someone says his daddy's rolling over in the grave. It's Sonny Dykes' dad. Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, it'd be hard-pressed to find a more likable guy than Spike Dykes.
Yeah.
And then you have Sonny. I'd say Rick's a pretty likable guy, too. But he probably wouldn't like me after talking about his brother the way I do. It's the bottom line. Y'all keep your thoughts coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll get to that list of if you say these things, you're old. Next on 100.7 Score.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Glad to be part of your Wednesday afternoon. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Continue to bring in any thoughts, comments, questions on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll go back to some of them in just a little bit. A good question there I'm going to get to coming up. First, if you're saying these things, you're old. That's what the headline says. Y'all can confirm if you say any of these phrases or not. Number one on the list, if you say videotaping instead of recording.
No? Recording.
Recording is, I think I've always said recording. Videotaping's more like, I think what my grandma would say. So I think I'm good there. Saying pound sign instead of hashtag. We still use pound sign.
Yeah, I would probably say, a lot of times I'll say the number sign.
The number sign, yeah.
Do the number sign. I've done that one instead of the hashtag. So
hey, young pup over there, Rogers is over there. If someone said pound sign, would you know what a pound sign is?
Yeah, I know what a pound sign is.
Okay.
100%.
I'm just making sure. Probably be referring to you a couple more times. If you say half past or quarter till when telling time,
I do that some.
I don't think I'd. Nah, I have, but it's not a common thing for me. Quarter till 8, yeah. I'll do quarter till more than I do half past. Calling it a shrink instead of a therapist. I think that's very non-politically correct nowadays to call someone a shrink. So
there's actually a show
called
Apple
Shrink?
Apple TV. It's Shrinking.
Shrinking. Right.
I think it's on Apple.
Who's in that? Is that Greg? Not Greg. Jeff Daniels? No.
Is that the one with Rob Lowe?
It's a popular one. I haven't.
I've watched it, but I can't remember.
That's the one with I can't think of his name. Marshall from the. God, what's his name? It's got and
is it Jason Segel?
It's Jason Segel.
Yeah,
and it also has a pretty darn big name. Harrison Ford is in it too. I have not watched
Harrison Ford in that one.
Okay, I'd watch it. If you say earbuds or earpods instead of AirPods, that sounds like something Chuck would do. Earbuds. Oh no. Uh-huh. I say earpods. That's not correctly. You can't say earpods. I know they're AirPods, but okay. Whoops.
They don't fit well in my ear, so I don't.
You don't do it?
Wear them, no.
Okay.
I do just regular headphones.
There you go. Pocketbook instead of purse?
I don't say either one usually.
Yeah. Stewardess instead of flight attendant. I don't think I've used. I used to use that one, but it's been a little while. What's a guy stewardess? Because there's too many of those now. So is it like a stewardo? I don't know.
Steward?
Just a steward? That probably makes more sense. Saying slacks instead of pants. Those are things that, if you say them, you're old. I don't really say slacks anymore. Beauty parlor instead of salon. Did you ever use that?
I don't.
Have you ever been to one?
Either one. Have I ever been to one?
A beauty parlor?
Not for personal use.
Okay.
But to go sit there and wait while my mom or my grandmother got, that was a weekly appointment for my grandmother.
Let's say
go get her hair done every Wednesday.
You got a house full of women, so of course you've been.
They're more about the nail salon.
Oh yeah.
Lots of.
Actually, a good pedicure is good for a guy. So
never had one. Never had.
Are you opposed to doing it?
I don't.
Like if one of your daughters is like, Dad, let's go get a pedicure.
Strangers touching me is not. I've never had a massage, a pedicure, a manicure, any of that stuff.
I think there's some things you need to explore in retirement, Trent.
I may need to, but yeah, strangers touching me, like I'm not opposed. Handshakes, high fives, hugs. But it's
weirdo touching you.
A little more intimate with some of that.
I have discovered you can get too relaxed during a massage. I'm just telling you. That sounds too vague. I passed gas during a massage once. It was a couples massage. My wife won't ever do another couples massage with me.
With you.
I fell asleep. I mean, I can't.
Was this like a vacation?
Yeah, this was like an anniversary.
Mexico or something?
This was like an anniversary thing, and I got really relaxed. So at the end, I'm like, did I actually do that, or was that my dream? She was petrified. So
you embarrassed her.
I tipped her well. The masseuse. Let's see. If you say supper instead of dinner, I say supper all the time. That's not an old people thing, is it?
No. What about Sunday lunch? Was that
Sunday lunch?
Was that dinner?
That's what my grandma would call it. The biggest meal of the day was dinner.
Yeah, that's growing up. That's what Sunday lunch was, dinner, and then the rest of the evenings were dinner. But usually Sunday evening wasn't a dinner. So,
if you call it pot or dope instead of weed. Icebox instead of refrigerator. Okay. If you call it a program instead of a TV show. I think that's...
Yeah, it'll be a program.
Okay. This is the number one. If you're doing this one, you are absolutely old. Going steady instead of dating. Surely there's no one, and that's one my grandma, I do remember, she used to say was... You going steady with her? Yeah.
But is dating, is that still, or is it, it used to be we're talking.
Talking is like talking's like pre-dating. You're just talking. You're not committing to dating yet. Yeah, talking is probably more common. I don't know what do you young people call the dating nowadays, Rogers?
It's still probably just dating or maybe talking.
Okay.
That's a good one too. That's one that gets used.
Yeah.
You got a lady friend right now?
No, not right now.
Okay, ladies, he's available. Rogers on the radio is available. Sending out the bat signal. Okay. This is off topic. Nothing is off topic for this show, I promise you. But I'm just curious about people's take on it. Would y'all like it if Tech had a week 0 game?
Absolutely.
100%. Absolutely. It gives you a second bye week within the season, too.
Yeah, and more attention on you because there's so fewer games. So.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Tech hasn't done it. I don't know what the negative would be to a week 0 game. Now, that being said, it does sound like with some rule changes coming in college football, everybody is going to start week 0 next year. So it will no longer be week 0. You will start this week, so a week earlier than we're used to. So early August, or last week of August. Basically, you can play from August 23rd to August 29th would be where this week falls. But that's going to happen starting next year. And I can't wait. Why not?
Yeah.
You can get 2 weeks out in front of the NFL. You can you do give yourself 2 bye weeks during a season, too. And that's better and healthier for everybody involved. So, especially if you're going to expand the playoff.
Right.
And have more more games in the playoff like they have, that only seems to make sense.
So, like, TCU, North Carolina, did they get the report a week early?
That I don't know the answer to.
Okay.
I don't know. I think next year they will start a week earlier, but I don't know if they get to report it earlier or not. I don't see why it would still be a problem, because I feel like maybe coaches would feel squeezed on not enough fall camp. Maybe that's the one negative we could come up with if you have to report at the same time.
But those guys, they're there year-round now. I mean, it's not like, you're just moving. Even your freshmen and all those guys, they've been on campus since January, so everybody's itching for a game.
Yeah.
So, 1 week, move it up.
Someone just said, I think you just stole a segment from Thetford and Ashby this Saturday. That does feel like one. If you're saying this, you're old. That feels like something Gary would do for sure. Someone did say, yes, week 0 teams get to start practicing a week earlier. So.
Okay.
So I don't know what the negative would be at all playing week 0.
Right.
I'm just glad they're going to start doing it next year.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Hump Day. It's the Bottom Line. 100.7 Score in the 100.7 Score app. Chois Woodman, Jamie Lent, Lucas, and Rogers with you as well. You'll keep those thoughts and comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. I got to read this one before. Chloe Hot Dog says, I guess I just assumed that Clint was still employed only because of an injunction. That's great.
Clint's employed here?
What?
When did this happen?
Let's get to our question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
I would tell all of you, Clint Scott is a great example of a guy that just never took no for an answer, which is not surprising to anybody who works here.
Okay.
That dude kept coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back until finally he got hired.
I don't know that I ever knew that.
Yeah. I bet it was
attaboy, Clint.
3 or 4 times. Way to go.
That's funny because I had just given up. I went through the interview, and I was like, hey, that went pretty well. Didn't get a call back for a while, and then Jamie calls me like 3 or 4 weeks later. I'm like, dang, I guess that's not going to work.
Just never know.
And then, yeah.
Just never know.
I'll come do a drug test, and then that took another 3 or 4 weeks. But
well, that's good.
All right.
That's good. All right. I have 2 questions for you today. This is it's in honor of TCU and North Carolina playing on Saturday.
Should never honor them, but okay.
Okay. It's kind of in that vein. What Big 12 non-conference game do you want to see the Big 12 win the most this year?
Okay.
And what Big 12 non-conference game do you want to see the Big 12 lose the most this year?
Okay. I think I know my answer.
I know Lucas's answer to one of them. But
do we play Mississippi Ole Miss in something?
No.
Oh, no, it was the Virginia game, right?
Yes. So 2 answers. The one you really want the Big 12 to win and the one you don't want the Big 12 to win.
I think, man, I'm torn on the one that I want the most between BYU, Notre Dame, but I'm going to go with my heart and watch the Aggies lose, so give me Arizona State beating Texas A&M. I don't think that's the best one for the conference, but that's the one that I want to see the result of the most. So Arizona State beating A&M. And then which one do I want to see? Man, I don't. Wrap back around to me because I'm still hunting through some of these games.
We'll wrap around. We'll get to 4 or 5 other people, and then we'll come back to you.
That sounds good. Someone over there answer.
All right, producer room.
I think that BYU over Notre Dame is probably the biggest. That would be the best for the conference. But I also agree that I'd like to see the Aggies lose, especially in College Station.
See, Rogers, excuse me, having lived in East Texas, has had to deal with
lots of Aggies.
So many Aggies. So, yeah, he's got that fire against the Aggies.
Fair enough.
So outside of the given one, I want Utah to beat Arkansas. And then I want Georgia Tech to beat Colorado.
Okay. All right.
Utah to beat Arkansas, and then you want Georgia Tech over Colorado.
This one's hard. This one's hard for me, Choice. But I think the one that I want to see the Big 12 win the most, I just think it would mean the most for the conference. Is BYU over Notre Dame.
I agree with that. Yeah.
BYU over Notre Dame.
But it does mean the most.
But man, 1B is that A&M Arizona State game.
Yep.
Okay, the one that I don't want the Big 12 to win the most. I do not want to see Oklahoma State beat Oregon.
That's funny.
I do not want them to be that good that quick.
Man, can you imagine the slobber fest?
It would be massive.
Oh. And there would be some residual of, look, OSU was able to score on Oregon. They would, whether fair or not, there would be some comparisons thrown around.
Heck, OSU scored on Oregon last year, too. Wasn't it? Like
3.
63-3.
I think they had 3, yes. They did. Man,
I've forgotten about that.
I was really thinking about that one. I was. Actually, if we're being really honest, that's probably the one that would help the conference out the most if you had a surprise. But I don't think many people see that as realistic.
Yeah, I would agree.
What's the line on that game? I'm sure it's out. You know?
18.5.
Okay, I was going to guess 21.
How do you know?
He has things memorized, man.
What would you have guessed, Choice?
The line?
Yeah.
21.
21. Oh,
Yeah.
I would only gone like 13.
I mean, it's in because of the 63-3 result last year. That's why I also have Oregon as my number 1 team in the country. I think I've got them projected as the top team in my college football playoff 12. So I think they're a really good team. I think Dante Moore is good. I think the one that I want the most, Jamie, is North Carolina to beat TCU. I've had enough with Sonny Dykes at this point. This would be it wouldn't be that detrimental of a blow to your conference. And Sonny's already, especially on the heels of this whole story.
Yeah, it would be.
I think it would be.
It would be interesting how much heat would get on him real quick. The downside of that is that Bill Belichick, it would start to look like Bill Belichick had things turned around for North Carolina.
It could just be them winning and then stinking after that, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have seen that before. So I think that's the one I pick. It's kind of weird. There's not a strong rooting interest. I guess I'm rooting for Boston College over Cincinnati in week 1. Just because I want Cincinnati to go 0 this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be rooting for BC.
But yeah, TCU's it. It's Sonny Dykes. It's both, this situation and plenty in the past, and especially this summer where he's speaking out.
I think Utah-Arkansas is a good one, too, that I would really like to see the Big 12 win.
I think you need to win that one. That's one that you get a win, you don't get a lot of credit for. You lose it, you definitely get a lot of blame for.
The Missouri against Kansas game. Tickets are as low as $228.
$228? People want to watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
one
of the teams that's picked to be at the bottom of the Big 12 beats an SEC team that's ranked, that'd be funny.
That would be good. I'm not rooting for it, but it's not one.
I could handle that. If that's the only game Kansas wins this year, that'd be good.
That's true. Yeah, if they just start off good and then lose the conference games, that'll work for me.
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Iowa State beat Iowa, but I'm somewhat indifferent towards it.
Resident Aggie is not happy with us.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Resident Aggie.
We like you, Resident Aggie.
Yeah, we do like you.
A lot.
We do.
Yes.
We're not taking any shots. It's just Arizona State being in him would be good. I do think if we're just going what's best for the conference, I think it is hands down BYU over Notre Dame. Because BYU's got the realest of shots to win or play for a conference title.
Here's another reason. I mean, not just for the conference, but for Texas Tech's point of things. If you went 12-0 and you lost to BYU in the championship of the Big 12, I still think you're getting in at that point.
Agreed.
If BYU wins that game against Notre Dame.
Win that one and they go 12-0.
So it kind of gives you a bit of a fallback plan.
Yeah.
To still get in the playoff? Is that crazy talk?
Sure it does.
Okay.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think if BYU beats Notre Dame, I even think if they're 11-1, there's still a window. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I would feel as strong as guaranteeing if you've got two 12-0 teams meeting in the Big 12 championship, both are making it through.
Yeah.
If you don't have two 12-0 teams that get into the playoff after making it to the Big 12 championship, the system is too broken. It's too broken.
Not just a little broken.
No, it's
too broken.
Too broken. Okay. Double O's. All right, we'll get to some of your reaction on this question. Yates Flowing Center chatline coming up. We got a dad joke or three to throw your way next on 100.7 Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Signature Stag, your one-stop man shop for legendary game day gear.
So happy to be part of your Wednesday afternoon. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app presented by Happy State Bank. We're also on television, Fox 34 News now, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, whichever way you're taking us in. Thank you for making us part of your Wednesday afternoon. Alongside Jamie Lent, I'm Chois Woodman. We got Rogers Martinez, Lucas White. It's a full house over there. Caden the hybrid across the way. You said he's an employee and a intern, right? So I'm just going to call him a hybrid.
If he's good, we'll pay him. If he's not, he'll just be an intern.
Yeah, okay.
No pressure.
See how much
pressure, Caden.
Gas versus battery he uses, basically. Yes. Okay.
So, Choice, we've talked obviously a lot about Red Raider football coming up, and we know that Tech Soccer is already, 3 games in now?
That's correct.
2-1. They'll play again tomorrow night. We haven't really mentioned volleyball. I see volleyball starts their season this weekend, and one of the reasons I'm bringing this up is so that they'll play in Laramie against Wyoming and St. Thomas.
You trying to get a free trip up there?
No, I'm checking out the mascot name for St. Thomas. Do you know it? I have never heard of this one as
a mascot or just like the team name? What they go by? The team
name, yeah, what they go by.
St. Thomas. Oh, man, I do feel like I've seen this during basketball before. What does it start with?
T.
Toreros. It's not. I don't know.
Tommies.
Okay, no, I have not heard this before. I thought I had heard it.
That's
a
really odd one.
The St. Thomas Tommies. Surely this is an old Indian name that had to get changed, right?
What's the female version of the women's basketball team? What are they called?
Tamas? I don't know. This is weird. No, the St. Thomas.
I had never heard
Tommies. Of right? Like so often we've seen these schools have to change because they were an Indian tribe or something. So is this always been the Tommies?
No clue.
I mean, I guess this is in line with St. Bonaventure. They're the Bonnies, right?
Bonnies, yeah.
It's kind of the same sort of thing. All right. There you go. Go Tommies. Except against Tech.
No, yeah, don't go.
Not against us.
Go home with a loss. Go Coach Greystone and the Tech volleyball team.
Right.
They used to be a D3 school.
St. Thomas did?
There you go. New drinking game. Chug every time Choice says fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. We can do that.
Do I do that? It's funny you don't know your crutches and stuff until someone points it out. I didn't even realize I say that often.
Everybody has them.
Yeah.
You listen back to yourself and you're like, oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Fair enough. Okay. Now I'm going to be conscious of that one. Doesn't mean I'll quit, though.
No, you probably will, but you'll pick up a different one.
Yes. You're exactly right. Okay, Jamie. There are 6 teams this college football season that can win a national championship. Will you tell me who the 6 you think are that could win a championship this year? And then I'll give you the criteria after.
This is really weird, Choice. Texas Tech.
You knew I wouldn't bring it up if this was...
So that's one.
If they're not one of them. Yep.
Oregon.
Oregon's another.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's another. You're doing well.
Georgia.
You're going to laugh at me. There are 7 teams. I can't count.
Gosh.
Oh, it's a simple counting game. There's 7, Jamie. I was joking about the 6.
That's not even math, really.
No, I just didn't count the graphic very well. Wow. That's a drinking game. Every time I mess up counting or math would be...
Oh, that's a guzzle game.
Y'all are going to get wasted. Georgia was correct. So you're 4 for 4.
Mm-hmm. Miami.
5 for 5. Are these all teams you believe that?
I think any of those 5 could make it. I'm trying to come up with what you're looking for here. Okay, so far I've picked a team from every conference. Like I'm feeling you're coming up with something that has to do with can't be 2 teams from the same conference or something. Okay? I'm going to throw Boise State out there.
That's incorrect.
Okay. All right. Well, I went for 5. 5 for 6. Still good day at the plate.
Ohio State and Indiana were the other 2. So it didn't have to do with the conference. These are 5 unavoidable rules that have been true for each of the 12 teams to win the college football playoff dating back to 2014. So these are 5 things that have happened for each team to win the college football playoff.
Before you explain to it, can you explain to us what unavoidable means?
Unavoidable is what I should say. I should read, count better.
Start drinking.
Stop drinking at lunchtime. These are all unavoidable. Why did I just say 5 rules they have to have? I just need to quit using
drink number 2.
Better words. All right. I'm killing this whole cool segment by
I thought he was trying to say unavoidable.
No.
He said unavoidable.
I just can't. Unavoidable. There we go. Which is a fancy way of saying rules you can't get around.
Okay. I'm
5
listening.
rules you can't get around. So each team that has won a national title for the last, I'm not going to do math, since 2014 has checked these boxes. Okay. Were you ranked in the preseason AP Top 20?
Yes.
Yes, Texas Tech fits. So you can move on to the next group of teams. Do you have a first-year head coach?
No.
If you answer yes, let's eliminate those teams. Bye-bye Penn State, Michigan, Ole Miss, and LSU. They're not going to win a title this year.
So this is like one of those deals where everybody starts on the baseline, take one step forward.
This is exactly one of those things.
Okay, all right.
We just eliminated everybody that wasn't a top 20 team.
Okay, and everybody has a first-year head coach.
First-year coaches, bye-bye. Does your head coach call plays? No coach that has called plays has won a national title since 2014.
All right, we're stepping on forward.
We're getting rid of Tennessee, Washington, OU, USC, A&M, SMU, and Texas. So Sark calls plays. Has your coach won any of the following? A conference title, a playoff game, or a New Year's Six Bowl? Your coach has to have one of those under his belt to
conference title
fit this criteria.
Check.
Kalani Sitake, the only one left of our group. So bye-bye BYU. And then the 5th criteria to meet, do you have at least 10 returning starters on your team? Alabama gets eliminated, leaving us with those 7 teams, like I said from the get-go. Ohio State, Texas Tech, Oregon, Notre Dame, Miami, Indiana, and Georgia are the only teams that don't have a first-year head coach, were ranked in the preseason top 20, Head coach doesn't call plays. Their coaches won a conference title game, playoff game, or New Year's Six Bowl, and have at least 10 starters returning.
And coincidentally, all 7 of those are in like everybody's top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it could happen. I need to save this graphic to see if the national champ comes from one of those 7 schools. If you're telling me those 7 schools are the field, I think I'm taking those 7 schools because there's too many good ones to
I'm with you.
To pass up on.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Alongside Jamie Lent, I'm Chois Woodman. Rogers, Lucas. I think Caden's over there too.
He is.
It's the Bottom Line. He's stealthy right now. On 100.7 The Score. Before we get to your statement, Rogers, we do have some breaking news, Jamie.
Yes.
Your insurance policy has arrived.
Yes, he has.
Well, I don't know if he's in town, but officially announced and committed, Tommy Castellanos, or Llanos, or we'll learn how to say it officially soon. The Florida State transfer is transferring to Texas Tech to become the backup quarterback to Will Hammond. So,
oh, I mean, you've already dubbed him the number 2.
Even
before he gets here?
I am dubbing him as the number 2. I think if you ask Joey McGuire that in whatever the next media availability is today or whenever, I think he would say that out loud.
Right now, he's number 2.
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry.
Will eventually be number 2.
I just meant he's not starting over Will Hammond. You were saying, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think he's your backup.
I feel like no.
I don't think he's your backup.
Kirk Francis deserves enough for to say, at least this guy's got to at least beat you out first.
Fair enough. Okay. I didn't know what you're getting at. All right, Rogers, what do you got for us today so we can tell you you're wrong?
Yeah, we kind of put our heads together here and came up that we think that every game this season Tech will average 40 points offensively.
That's a big number.
They averaged 39 and a half last season.
I didn't realize it was that big last year. Holy cow.
Okay, so you got to there's some technicalities there. Every game they will average 40 points, okay? Those are 2 different. They will average 40 points, or they will score 40 points.
They will average 40 points.
Okay. They will average 40 points.
So they'll average 40 points over the course of the season. And their 39.5 last year, was that with the Oregon result?
I'm not sure if it was with the Oregon result.
Makes me wonder, was that a regular season number or was that including postseason? Because that 0 really brings the whole total down.
0? We didn't score 1 single run, Choice. 0. I'm making a joke.
Or point.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke.
I got it. Man.
Average 40 this year. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you're wrong.
I'm going to say you're right. I mean, you averaged 40 last year. If you wouldn't have told me last year's number, I would have said you're wrong. I honestly think, Jamie, and this is just me just drinking too much Kool-Aid because we're this close to the season. And that's a real possibility. But I think you're going to be a better offense than you were a season ago.
I don't have a hard time believing that.
I think your overall offense will be better. Now, you may run the football even more, which does tend to allow for less scoring opportunities just in general because the clock runs more. But, yeah, I think you can hit that 40 mark on average this season because I think you're going to be a better offense. So that was boring. 1 wrong, 1 right. No, that wasn't boring. That was actually good. I do think I'd love to know, are you going to be closer to your defensive point total or point average number or your offensive this year?
I think you're going to be closer to your points scored per game
than your points given up.
Your points given up. I think you'll be. I might take a little bit less, but let's say I'm at like 38-ish points scored per game. I think points allowed, you'll be in the 16-17 range.
Okay.
All right. So that's a difference of 5 or 6 compared to just 1 or so on the scoring.
That does include the Oregon game, by the way, the 39.5 number.
Okay. So you were over 40
before going into that game.
Man, you kicked the snot out of teams last year, and I just think you're going to do it again a lot this year. I don't know that it's going to be as consistent, Jamie, where your lowest total was 22 in all your wins. Lowest margin of victory, I should say, was 22 in all of your wins. But, man, I don't see it changing a lot. With the schedule you have, with the anger you may have built up against some teams. I don't know where Joey McGuire draws the line, but if you hang 70 on a couple teams, there won't be any love lost. Texas Tech averaged 11.79 defensively. 11.79.
Man, that's sick. Good.
Do you remember how many years we're like, if you can just get under 30 on defense?
Just don't be horrible.
If you just get that total under 30 points per game, and you're like 34. That was fun. I think I agree with you on the question part. That you're probably closer to 40 points per game like last year than 11.79, but I don't think you're falling off a lot defensively. It may be 15. And 15 was still good enough last year for 6th in the country.
I think you're more top 10 than top 5 this year.
So number 10 in the country was Georgia. They gave up 17.57 points per game. If someone hands that to you on a platter right now, you taking it? Someone says your defense will give up 17.57 a game, which is the 10th best last year.
Yeah, I'd take it.
I think I probably do, but
I think you got a chance to be under it, though.
I think you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the league you play in, your schedule, all of those things.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
17.57 for Georgia. And that's kind of a down year for the Bulldogs. Texas Tech was 11.79, and that also factored in the Oregon game.
So good.
Feed me more of that. I've said it before, Jamie. I truly didn't know as a football fan how much fun it could be rooting for an elite defense. It's just a different animal. Like, I was excited when the defense would go out there. I still want offense and scoring, but it was a blast. This one from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. One guy beat Alabama and struggled the rest of the year. The other got benched at Tulsa. I think it's safe to say he's the backup. Okay. You know what?
I think he's going to be the backup.
Right.
I just don't think right now you're saying he's the backup.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if next Saturday against Abilene Christian, that Tommy Castellanos is the second quarterback playing.
Listed on the depth chart, yeah.
I do expect him to play. I think. I expect him to maybe get a package or be the third or fourth guy in. Because I think you're probably going to play 3 or 4 quarterbacks. If things are going the way they should against ACU, you're probably going to play 3 or 4 quarterbacks. We'll see.
Man, if I'm that 5th quarterback that's been here all along and I don't get to play
that game
and he does, and that's going to sting a little bit.
It would sting a little.
Yeah. Bold statement, he doesn't play next Saturday.
Better offense and weaker schedule. What's Jamie's
I think he plays against Sam Houston State.
Okay.
Or maybe if there's some sort of running package you want,
mix
it up against Houston.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you
not in a true quarterback passing situation?
But see, that's the deal. When you kind of used Will Hammond a little bit last year, and we've seen this over time too. Sometimes those running quarterback situations get too obvious, and you need him to throw occasionally to just keep the defense honest.
Yeah, we kept saying that a few years ago with Donovan Smith, and we never threw it with him.
He finally did in the Kansas game. Threw deep down the field in that game, in that package. It was like, whoa! And he connected, too.
Yeah, starting at about the 8th time, you're like, okay, he's going to throw this time.
Right.
And it took till, like, time number 27 before he did.
Yes. Michael says Castellanos was money at Boston College. Yeah, what he is what we've talked about. He's an insurance policy. We hope you never use him in real game time unless it's a package deal, like Jamie said. Unless it's you're trying to bring in a special package that you're working on in practice. But unfortunately, you've had to play quarterbacks and meaningful snaps way too much in recent years. So go get the best option there that was available. And that's what Tech seemingly did.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.